History was just made in Asia. Samsung Electronics has officially crashed the ultra-exclusive $1 trillion club. Forget phones and TVs. This isn't the Samsung you know. On May 6, 2026, Samsung's market cap skyrocketed past $1.03 trillion. They are now breathing the same air as Apple, Microsoft, and their arch-rival, TSMC. Samsung is now only the second Asian giant to hit this milestone, joining the ranks of Taiwan's TSMC, which crossed the $1 trillion mark back in 2024 and recently hit $2 trillion. What triggered this surge? And how did the maker of Galaxy phones pull this? One word: war. A chip war for the soul of artificial intelligence. It wasn't smartphones. It was the absolute frenzy over artificial intelligence. The world is starved for high-bandwidth memory, or HBM chips, which are critical for powering AI data centers. In February, Samsung shocked the industry by being the first to mass-produce the highly advanced 6th-generation HBM4 chips. The financial results are staggering. In the first quarter of 2026 alone, Samsung's semiconductor division drove revenue to a record 133.9 trillion won. They reported an operating profit of 57.2 trillion won. That's over $39 billion US. That is a massive 8-fold increase from the same period last year. Let that sink in. Samsung made more profit in 3 months than they did in the entire year of 2025. Global investors are pouring billions into the company. The stock surged 15% in a single day, setting off an explosion in Seoul trading. This tidal wave of cash single-handedly pushed South Korea's Kospi index past the 7,000-point mark for the very first time in history. In fact, the Kospi index has climbed an insane 76% this year, fueled largely by this massive AI boom, but it's not a flawless victory. Samsung is currently locked in a brutal war with local rival SK Hynix, who still controls an estimated 55% of the lucrative HBM market, compared to Samsung's 25%. Meanwhile, Samsung's smartphone and display divisions are seeing margins squeezed by escalating material costs. The unprecedented chip profits have sparked outrage on the factory floor, with union workers threatening an 18-day strike later this month to demand their cut of the AI windfall. Despite the internal drama and fierce competition, the numbers don't lie. Samsung has successfully transformed its business from a cyclical consumer electronics brand into a foundational pillar of the global AI economy. With the stock still looking undervalued to some analysts, the trillion-dollar chip race has only just begun. Who do you think will dominate next? Let us know in the comments.